Hi everybody, coming at you with another junk journal flip, and this is yet another one that I've completed probably in the last few months after unpacking it. And this was another one that I started it and I let it go for a long time because I was in the middle of a move. And originally this was supposed to be for a junk journal swap because I'm part of a group on Facebook where you can join different themes and do a swap with a group of people. And I had to drop out. I had started it early and then I dropped out knowing that I wasn't going to be able to finish it in time because of the move. And so I decided to keep this one because I really liked the theme of it. I believe it was supposed to be like a springtime junk journal theme, but I've turned it into more of like a Secret Garden theme because Secret Garden's one of my favorite books, and I had a lot of materials that kind of went with the theme at the time, so that is kind of what I came up with as the finished result. It's a rather large one that I think the cover was made out of originally like a cereal box or something, and I covered it with scrapbook paper. I used wax thread to put the inserts in, to sew the inserts in. And this is an old brooch that I just added because I really liked the look of it. Put some Tim Holtz, like a clip on here, and then added some jewels from like an old bracelet that I had from when I was a kid. So that's what you see here, the little blue flowers, and then a skeleton key charm that I found at Joann's. And I think this is Tim Holtz paper, some fiber thread that I got from like a swap one time, and some kind of sheer ribbon that I really like to use as the front. Because a lot of this I had started a long time ago, there's going to be a lot of things where I'm not going to remember where I got them from, so I apologize for that in advance. But I did add another kind of skeleton key. I think these are from the dollar section at Michael's a long time ago, and I bought a pack of them to kind of just have on hand for crafting. So the thread that ties around is attached to the brooch that I've kind of tucked into one of these sewn in binding threads, and it just kind of opens up like this. I do keep a little pack of items in here that I'm going to use for scrapbooking or journaling in here, and it is made out of 3 signatures, and I gave it ample room, so that way it is roomy enough for me to journal in. I apologize if you guys hear a lot of that lawn work outside, so I hope it's not too noisy. This is the back of the box. I did Mod Podge some Tim Holtz tissue paper over that. I actually have to glue this down a little bit more. This is just lacing that I had to add to the edging to kind of keep it pretty. Most of the papers that I used in here were from just a collection pad that I got from like Michael's or Joann's. And so I just kind of kept it around the same theme. A lot of the stamps I don't own anymore, so it's kind of a guess. I think these were from like the dollar section of Michael's a long time ago. Same for the key. I added a flip envelope here with some cool old botanical cards, some plain card that a pen pal once sent me. A nice little frame here, Tim Holtz ephemera piece, and some border stickers that I believe they still have at Joann's. So hopefully you can see that there. This is from the page of, actually this book over here. I did a flip through of my Victorian journal, and I mentioned I had gutted out all the old pages, and this is a page from the inside of that book. It's like an old German book right there, so I just thought that looked really nice, so I added that there. This is some old wallpaper. clipped on some ephemera. A lot of the pieces, like these little stickers and such, a lot of them I got from pen pals a long time ago, so I incorporated a lot of things that I did have around. I added this kind of like flip piece with a Cavallini & Co. sticker, piece of paper with some things that pen pals have sent me. Oh, this is a tuck right here. Some foxes, like an old book page. This envelope was part of a really cool collection of like note cards that I got from Joann's a long time ago. Ephemera piece from Tim Holtz. A paper bag that a pen pal had sent me something in, so I used that as a pocket for some note cards, doilies. This is from an old kids book, and a really pretty thank you card that I had lying around that kind of fit the theme of a secret garden. This was actually from a blank note card. I just ripped out the front and paper clipped it in, some music pages. And I turned this into a tuck spot with some tags and some journaling cards that a pen pal had sent me a long time ago. Doily. This was like a Heidi Swap kit ephemera. This sticker was from like the dollar spot at Target a long time ago. This is like cardstock that I had like since middle school because I really like to color, so I kept it there. Another tuck spot here with some tags. This is actually part of like a little notepad of tags that a pen pal had sent me a long time ago. And I did reuse a ribbon from something. That's why it's kind of like wonky and wrinkled. And I think at the end I'm going to attach some sort of charm. I can't decide what yet, but that I will get to when I actually use it. I did like this spread, so I kept it blank. Another part of that note card set from, I think, Joann's, with a really pretty card included in there. The other side of that cardstock. These were stamps from, I think, a Martha Stewart collection that I had a long time ago. I think I since have given that away. Same for the Martha Stewart stamp here. Some cards. I made a belly band here with a really pretty cardstock paper set that I had a long time ago. It was like butterfly whimsy themed, and I really, really liked it, so I did keep some pieces from that to use in here. Note card here. I think that's another one that the pen pal had sent me. These letters were from the dollar spot at Target. I used up some vellum here and added an old card that I found, like somebody had left some blank note cards in the break room at my job a long time ago, and decided to put that in there. A sheet of stickers and a little flower die cut there to use for journaling. Another tuck spot here. These were part of a small set of rubber stamps, clear stamps from Heidi Swap a long time ago. I think I've donated those as well. And you can see it just kind of, when you stamp it, it's kind of blurry. It's not very clean. And I think that was one of the reasons why I donated it. But so you'll see any words in here are part of that set. Nice little dragonfly die cut. And that's another part of that Heidi Swap set. And so that's the first signature. This is the second. Heidi Swap. Some vellum that I've had since middle school with quotes on them, so I decided to add that in. I added a nice, like, kind of garden-themed Victorian postcard for journaling and some more tags. These were cut out from a template that I made out of papers from this collection. A little glassine bag with some portraits of Tim Holtz characters. This is a paper clip that I made, and then I just kind of added a sticker to that, and some more sticker sheets, a die cut for journaling. I had the hardest time trying to find out, like, or figure out what I was going to do with a lot of these flowers that I got from this die cut set, and I ended up using them as like nice little tuck spots, which worked out perfectly. This isn't scrapbook paper. I believe I got it from, like, I don't know, some random store that had paper placemats, and I really liked the bees on it, so I thought it would be really cool to use that pad of paper for scrapbooking, and that kind of worked out because it added a nice non-uniform element to it because of the edging, so I really liked that. These are clear stamps with roses on them. I don't have those anymore either. Kind of like reversed an envelope to use as a tuck spot with some more stickers, bird themed, and some more tags that I cut out from paper. And I have a little clothespin here with another tag that I made. Some butterflies. And these are more pieces from like a die cut set a long time ago. And that's the other side of the envelope with more tuck spots. These are tea-dyed pages. I kept it very light. I think I dried these. I don't think I baked them, so that's why they're a lighter color. I wanted to keep it kind of very springy, so that's why they're not too dark. The other side of that placemat paper. And this is from like a Smashbook kit that I had at the time. More tags. And this is from a paperclip set that a pen pal sent me with a quote journal card and like a really fun postcard from another pen pal. This is actually left over from invitations to my bridal shower, so I decided to keep a few sheets and use for journaling, and it's on this kind of like really nice handmade paper, and it's embossed. So and then another page from that old German book with a piece of vellum here. And going into the third and last insert or signature, got an envelope here, and then this is just leftover like vellum scrapbook paper with another one of those my bridal shower invites. Oops, I'm having trouble slipping it in, and then a tag. More cardstock. Decided to add a dictionary page for some fun. Another cool Victorian postcard for journaling. I wanted to add a lot of journaling spots just because this paper seemed to be so busy that I don't know if I'm just going to write over it or not. I haven't decided yet. Another journal card. This paper I've had since middle school, but it was too pretty to use, and I decided to just stick it in here because I was holding on to it forever. Big pocket that I cut out with using one of these tags inverted like that, with more of those tags. Tim Holtz right here. These are like page flags that had teacups in them, so I decided to incorporate them throughout the journal. This was from a flower notepad that I got a while back, and I decided to staple that, so there's several sheets here for journaling. And I really liked the spread as well, so I decided to keep that as a whole. And paperclip with a bunny paperclip, and some more of those journal pages that I could cut up or do something with. Collage. Glued in a butterfly there so I could use that as a tuck spot if I wanted to. Another of those skeleton key stamps, and I used a little mini clothespin to put on a really pretty note card that a pen pal sent me. Thought that really fit the theme. Clear piece here is a tuck spot. Ooh, stuck. And more journaling. It's from an old book. And that's the end of it. I did add a couple Shabby Chic note cards that I had from a long time ago when Shabby Chic still did stationery for Target. These are like the last two of the two designs that I had. And I wanted to incorporate them into the journal, so I kind of tucked them into the back here. And then the back of it is the same exact as the front. I modified some Tim Holtz tissue paper, and then I glued down some lace here to kind of add to it. And that is my Secret Garden junk journal, which I definitely will be using because I'm kind of done with just making junk journals and not using them. So I really liked how this one turned out. I kept it as plain as I could because the paper was so patterned. And I'm not sure if I want to use it as a regular journal for every day because I do like my Midori, but I do want to use it, so I might find a specific use for it. But there it is. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!